Hello, welcome my divine friend, I feel called to say. That sounds fun. Divine friend, I like it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Feels like this week I'm on a roll. Every day I feel like recording, which is not always the case, so this is beautiful. I really follow the energy with that as well, so. And on that note, I don't really have an introduction today. Well, I don't feel like an introduction today. There is lots of energy that's present. And so my human will give way to the message that wants to come through for you today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this tribe, of this divine friendship community. Thank you. Oh yes, our beloved ones. It has been a while, in linear time, but now we come to the forefront, we come to the mic, for we would like to remind you we are always here, always here, part of this collective, lovingly supporting you, so-called channel through this being. So yes, this is Yeshua, as most of you know me by, Jesus, as this being grew up, know me by that name. And my dear beloved, Mary Magdalene on my left. And we're here today to share with you some wisdom on the equilibrium, on the recalibration of the divine feminine and of the divine masculine. And yes, among so many other beings, we are also physical representation of this to most of you, to many of you. For yet you know everyone, no matter what gender, has divine feminine aspects within them, divine masculine aspects as well. And they are finding more and more a true equilibrium within you, for that's where everything begins, within you. So if you have patterns of striving, figuring out, wanting to control, pay attention to them. Well, there is nothing wrong having them, but just like with everything, if you're doing too much of one thing, then there is often an imbalance. If, on the other hand, You might be totally into people pleasing, which is a so-called extreme aspect of the Divine Feminine. Then that's something for you to play with as well. For you during these times are becoming even more aware of your beliefs and of your patterns. Some of them will become really, really apparent to you that might have been hidden in the background. And we invite you to allow yourself to trust those insights, for they are not coincidences, for you are intelligent, for you are connected to Source, for you are one with all that is. And during these times, tumultuous times in the outer world, for quite a lot of people, areas, countries, it is about the rebalancing. And you can make a difference. Please do not underestimate what difference you can make. You might have negated in the past that you can make a difference, but you walking this path alongside with all of us, alongside with your community, with your friends, family, relatives, and whether they are in the physical or maybe even also in the non-physical. Trust us when we say you make a difference. Your energy, your vibration is part of the collective as much as everyone else's is. And you have experienced and are experiencing how mesmerizing and how magic your life is when you are in alignment. And part of that alignment is the balance of the feminine and the masculine. And there might be days where you feel really called to be, let's say, super productive. And that is perfect. And allow yourself to witness what is driving that. Is it your mind kind of pushing you to move through a to-do list? Or is it your heart that feels really cold to complete some inspired actions that you have had on your list? Very different energies. You are feeling into these, you are aware of these, and sometimes you override them. But more and more and more you're noticing the energies, the feelings, the sensations within you. You can no longer deny them, and it's more and more difficult to override them. You're also noticing how your body and your emotional body, physical and emotional, particularly are reacting to positive thoughts versus negative thoughts. You feel the excitement of, for example, setting powerful intentions in the morning. You feel the contraction when you have a negative thought about you not being worthy to receive the love, to receive your own love. Allow this balance to occur. It is not about doing. And what we have just shared shall help you in your everyday life. But remember and be reminded that it is all about your energy, all about your frequency, and you being present in the moment. You noticing when you are busy in your mind, figuring out how to handle certain relationships, for example, maybe going down a mental spiral. Catch yourself. Catch yourself, and maybe it is not so difficult. Don't make it difficult. Maybe it is just about getting up out of the chair and changing the room. Maybe it is as easy as making yourself a cup of tea to avoid that negative spiral. And to avoid, we don't mean to not face it. We're talking about the repetitive patterns. And you addressing them from the heart versus addressing them from the mind are again very, very different energies. So that's what we mean with changing the atmosphere, changing the energy. You bouncing back up like the cork in the water. Allow this balance to occur. And yes, to many of you it feels unfamiliar. Many of you have had strong tendencies of, like we said, people pleasing, for example, of always wanting to do the right thing, of believing in competition, believing in striving and struggling. And they have all served a beautiful purpose. Indeed they have. They have, without a doubt. And now the time is here. Not overnight, no, but the time is here now, this year, next year, and the time to come, for you to fully embody who you truly are. And that includes this healthy balance that we are talking about. And again, this balance is within you. It starts with you. Maybe speaking more kindly to yourself. Maybe being more humble, more appreciative, seeing yourself more through the eyes of love. Using the mirror, the eye-to-eye contact with yourself to allow the love to flow through you and back to you. Allow yourself with the ease, with the peace, with the harmony within, for those feelings are present when you are in alignment, when you are in balance. Thank you for walking your path. Thank you for walking alongside with us. Thank you for being you. We love you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.